The website I used the most during this project was Blogger, which I used in order to document and all of my research, allowing me to organise my work into specific files as well as let people track the amount of time this project has taken up. Both IMDb and Pearl and Dean served similar functions to me in that they allowed me not only to view horror trailers, but also past films that were similar to my horror trailer in terms of genre and narrative, such as Let Me In and Fright Night. This let me narrow down my target audience as well as give me names of films which could be researched further. Google was a huge tool I used as it allowed me to access a multitude of websites that helped with my research. For example, when researching vampires, Google directed me to sites that specialised in paranormal information. Google Images was also used in order to get pictures of posters and magazine covers that I would later refer to. YouTube was the second most used website next to Blogger, as my project's most important sections were filmed and uploaded to it, such as my actual horror trailer, and then later posted on Blogger. YouTube has also helped with my research into horror trailers, as it let me view trailers for other films, letting me pause and play at any time, allowing for an in-depth analysis. Wikipedia was also used greatly in research of narrative structure of other horror films, as well as vampire research. I used PowerPoint in my project in order to effectively structure writing along with images, something which cannot be done well in most other programs. I would then take screenshots of the finished work and post it on Blogger. This made it easier to document my work and make things more clear. Pages was also an important program I used in order to make the skeleton of my trailer, the screenplay and the storyboard, which I could then print off and use when filming to properly structure my trailer. I used Microsoft Excel in order to show the results of my questionnaire using a pie chart, which were then print screen and shown on Blogger, allowing people to see the results of the questionnaire for themselves and not just hear about it in this evaluation. iMotion was an important program in creating the logo for my horror film, as it allowed me to use some designs that fit in well with both the narrative of the film and the horror genre, not to mention allowing the title for my film trailer to appear in a specific way that was unique. LiveType helped me create the text for the trailer, let me make animations for the text as well as control when it could be seen by the audience, let me make sure the audience were not staring at text for too long and saw the important details of my film. Final Cut Pro was the computer program I used the most, as it was essential to editing scenes recorded on the camera together in order to create my horror trailer, as well as my media presentation, not to mention the evaluation you're watching right now. Final Cut Pro was also useful in exporting the completed trailer into higher quality, as well as a format which could be uploaded to YouTube. Final Cut Pro was quite easy to use thanks to my past experience with the program in AS Media. GarageBand was useful in editing the sound effects and music of my horror trailer, adjusting the length and volume, allowing me to make the sounds deafening or minute depending on what they needed to be for specific scenes. Photoshop was pivotal in the creation of both my poster and magazine front cover. It was one of the few programs capable of properly importing a photo from any camera and letting me edit it in any way. For example, adjusting the brightness, saturation, etc. On top of adding other layers to eventually construct the poster and magazine. I also used a microphone in order to make voice recordings for my trailer, as well as other videos in my media project, such as the voiceover you are hearing me speak from now. The main piece of technology I used was my video camera. A Panasonic HDC SD80, a vital piece of technology which I of course wouldn't have been able to do the filming without. The camera is also HD, which meant that it would be great for the job of filming my trailer, as it would be captured in great detail. The camera being handheld helped because I could then do scenes that involved following the characters or tracking their movements. The camera was also compatible with Final Cut Pro, meaning that there were no issues transferring it to the editing phase. On top of being a video camera, it doubled as a digital camera, letting me take some photos for my PowerPoint presentations on props, costume, characters, etc. The camera's tripod was an important piece of equipment for scenes when the camera needed to be focused on a particular individual or action, and would make sure that the audience were able to see it without their view being distorted. The camera I used to take photos for my magazine and poster was an Olympus version 310. A camera capable of taking pictures in high quality, which is why I used it, as it made sense a high quality magazine such as Empire would use high quality pictures. Also, I wanted the poster to be very clear, especially since I was taking the pictures when it was beginning to get dark. Just as with the video camera, the photographs on the digital camera were easily transferable and so I had no trouble transferring them to Photoshop and starting my poster or magazine. After seeing how my media presentation looked on YouTube, I thought that mashing up the scenes I was describing with what I was saying was an ineffective way of describing my point. It is because of this that in my evaluation I had decided to make use of a green screen. The very green screen behind me that throughout this evaluation has been showing you images and videos that help describe the point of whatever section of the project I am talking about. For example, where in a previous question I referred to the film Van Helsing, during which I used the green screen to show a video clip from Van Helsing in the background. Thanks to the use of this green screen, I can keep constant contact with whoever is viewing this evaluation, while at the same time emphasising my point. Lastly, I used a Microsoft Word program to make brief notes covering what I wanted to say during the course of each evaluation question, so that I didn't start recording with no idea what to say. After the uploading of these evaluation questions to YouTube and then posting them in my blog site, I will have finished my A2 media project.